J-T-L. While I'm sitting here, stuck in.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy JT, opposite from the know I'm back with another one. Before I start, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. So, y'all see the title. I'm gonna go ahead and react to Kevin Samuels. All right, let's get it.
What would you have done, Kevin?
In which position? Which position?
Just give me one moment. Sitting at the Oscars with your wife, who's suffering a sickness.
You asked me if I was Will Smith. You asked me if I was Will Smith. What would I have done?
I was trying to give my.
Well, you've already. It's either.
All right, so I don't like the way she's trying to set it up to get the sympathy card or the empathy card. What's wrong is wrong, and what's right is right. To try to sit there and trying to get somebody like Kevin Samuels, if you say you hooked to the show like she said earlier in the video, then you already know he not swaying on that. You already know that. And a lot of people are trying to go off of that, especially women. And it's so sad that a lot of our brothers and sisters keep trying to come from that aspect. And it's like, it wasn't cool. No matter what you say, when you look at a situation like that, it's not cool. Because think about it, when a person's at work and they do something stupid, you lose your job, people around you not gonna be cool, especially your woman. She's not gonna be cool with it. Real quick, I had a situation at my job before, years back, where an assistant manager jumped in my face and I was ready to knock his ass out. But we going back and forth arguing, I decided to go ahead and leave, because if I would have stayed there longer at work, I was gonna put my hands and feet on him. So I left. My woman at the time looking at me like I was crazy, like I shouldn't have left. And it's like, so what ain't gonna do? No, I ain't saying that, but you shouldn't. It's like, see, but you gonna sit there and tell me you gonna say all this, but you who don't have nothing to lose that might do the same thing, even though they know they wouldn't do the same thing in their situation. You got people that ain't even making that much money, probably only make $40,000, $50,000 a year, and acting like, you know, they would have just did that. They know they take more stuff than that on their job. I didn't hear about people getting disrespected racially for $8, $9 an hour, and they still sit there and take it. And you gonna sit up there and you know what I'm saying, justify by putting feelings into it. This man worth $400 million, and on the low will is actually netted at $1 billion on the low. It's just people don't know about it. Because if y'all ever think about it, look up his company, Overbrook Productions. It's worth like $3.4 billion damn dollars. But I'm gonna go ahead and get back to the video.
One or the other, and we don't need the mom. We got another show. If I was Will Smith, what I would have done?
If you were Kevin, what would you have done?
Man, I would have let it ride.
Oh.
I would have let it ride because I'm Will motherfucking Smith. You're Jada Pinkett Smith. You got alopecia. He said, G.I. Jane, you ain't dying of pancreatic cancer. You're in a gorgeous green gown on the red carpet. He don't even know. Before I'm going to put my hands on the man, I'm going to know that it was an insult. He don't even know why, if Chris Rock knew his wife had alopecia. You don't know any of that stuff. You're just assuming it. But let's assume that Chris Rock knew she had alopecia.
And let me talk on that real quick. It's like, so what? In case y'all didn't see videos of Jada Pinkett making fun of herself. And then an interview, she said she didn't care how somebody felt about it. But now she cares. She was just so embarrassed. She didn't want to boycott the Oscars when your husband wasn't nominated several years ago. But now that he's nominated, and y'all know, because this is what a lot of people don't realize with these award shows. A lot of times they already know they won or they didn't win. That's why if you ever seen certain shows, sometimes people come from the front of the stage Like, they might be seated and come on the stage, or they might come from the side of the stage. Or they'll be like, such and such wasn't here to receive the award, so we're accepting the award for them. They be knowing this stuff. And they said rumored that Will already was in rehearsal. So maybe Jada wasn't there. Maybe Will didn't do what he should have did and told Jada, like, listen, this is going to be the joke. But at the same time, y'all boycott Oscar so white, remember? So what you going there for if you know y'all had a problem? But it was because you knew your husband didn't get nominated for concussion, and then y'all didn't want to go. Now you want to boycott, but now that he's winning, you want to be there now. So who's really the hypocrite? Who should really feel bad about being fake?
And Chris Rock was being malicious about it. Let's just assume that. Let's assume that Chris Rock is an evil, dirty motherfucker. I still would have let it ride because I'm Will motherfucking Smith. And when I won, no, you asked me. And when I won my Oscar, I would have used my bully pulpit to make him look like a fool and to gain even more, and then highlight my wife and bring attention to the disease she's suffering from and bring awareness to it. See, we still forget we are of Malcolm and Martin, not this bullshit. There's a better way to handle this than violence, and I am not going to forget our people are above this shit. You
heard that. We are of Martin and Malcolm. God rest those brothers' souls. Peace unto their families. That's real talk, man. That's real damn talk. That's real talk. And we don't want to think about that. I'm not saying we take the disrespect. I'm gonna give my final thoughts on something else about that. I'm not saying you take disrespect, but there's time and a place. But we forget that. We forget those brothers giving their lives as
Fight this shit all you want to. We need better from us.
And I agree.
Then don't tell me, then you ask me what I would have done. Will Smith could have done that too. He is an actor.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay. It's an international TV. He is trained. These people have media people and PR. They are trained for this kind of stuff.
But he's a human.
You're
emotions.
So fucking what? That is not an excuse.
Sure it is.
No, it's not. And I want you guys to understand, these are the mothers.
Shame
and self-guilt and the need to be right. These are the mothers, and deal with the motherfucking consequences. These are the mothers. I let this go so y'all can understand. These are the mothers. No logic, no reason, nothing. It's always my way or the highway, and you wonder why so many women fear their mama. You wonder why so many boys are confused. Nothing. There's a healthy debate, and then there's just foolishness.
So,
and it's crazy because, like you said, these are the mamas. We hearing so many women saying like this is okay, like they be understanding. Like Tiffany Haddish was like, well, you don't make fun of nobody, women. Oh, you don't make fun. And it's like, what? Oh, hold on. So all the abuse that Will's been taking because of Jada, ain't nobody saying Jada ain't standing up for Will. Will had to take the brute force of the jokes and disrespect from not only everybody else, but it's Jada as well. And he had to take it and smile all these years. And you notice ever since the situation came out with August and then she did her bullshit red table talk, this man is just breaking down. And it's like he really needs therapy. And it's like he needs to get the hell away from her because she does not respect and appreciate him. And she cool with him fucking up his career because her career ain't hardly doing shit no more. She got this bullshit table talk on Facebook. This man getting $20 million a fucking movie. Come on, man. Come on.
Where's the foolishness?
The fact that there's nothing that will get you off the point that man should have kept his hands to himself. You keep going back to the fact that he's human. But if he's human, ma'am, then he should pay the consequence.
And what's that? Jail? Or getting shot by
Whatever it is, in your world, it's Hatfields and McCoys, man. In your world, it's Hatfields and McCoys. But I tell you what, I hope your black son has more sense than you sound like you got.
And that's some real shit, because she said earlier in the video, I didn't want to, do all the time. It was like 20-minute exchange or something like that. But that's a damn shame, bro. That's a damn shame. So you okay with your son throwing his life away? And Kevin said, hopefully your son got more sense, because we got mothers out here acting like that's so okay and cool to be like that. Now, I've seen women, I've dealt with women who thought stuff like that was cool, and then when something happened to their child, they want to be all on Facebook and Twitter and all that, crying, and Instagram, and they did that to my son. You ain't raised your son right, because you jump on. I didn't see mother jump on Facebook and be like, F them dudes that did what they did to my son. They gonna get what they got coming. And it's like, you a woman, sit down and shut up. But you got women out here thugging now like that, and then they try to use the excuse, it's because ain't no black man protecting them. No, it's because the niggas that they choose to deal with put them in them type of situations, and they cool with it. And then act like, you ain't a real man if you don't jump out the window for me. Well, then I guess I ain't the man for you. Because like Pac said in Above the Rim, you may not respect the man that I've become, but I'm still a man. And then a lot of women don't. And the fact that Will jumped out the window and made us look bad. This is what y'all not thinking about. I personally don't care about how white folks feel about this thing, but I pay attention to this. If we talking about doing business, you got a brother that's worth $400 million, and then his company is worth $3.4 billion, and then you gonna jump out the window when initially you was laughing. I don't care what nobody says. That's how you protect the black woman. No, that's not. Because you get thrown in jail, prison, or die, God forbid, and then now she's still out here by herself. And then I've never ever seen or heard nobody be like, oh man, I'm glad I did what I did while they sitting in prison, while they doing life, while they doing 10 plus years. And then they woman doing what? They out here fucking off. I've rarely seen a woman not have a little friend. Keep it G, I done messed with females that had dudes behind bars. They wasn't waiting for them. They was not waiting for them. I'm in dude bed while he locked up doing years and doing time in jail. I'm in his bed. And I ain't trying to glorify that, so I don't bring stuff up like that. But I'm just showing you a point that you got dumbass females out here like that be acting like they so happy about it. Then when they lonely, they go get some dick from somebody else. This is the sad message that we sending to our young brothers and talking about that's how you do it. No, that's not how you do it. And I'm gonna tell you something. Real criminals, because shout out to Anton Daniels. I was on his panel one time, and his brother JB, he was on and me, him, and one or two other brothers had sound advice on this situation, and they was acting like the other cats was acting like that was cool or something like that. And then one brother, shout out to him still, but I just disagreed. He was saying that Will being from Philly, it could have went worse, because you know how Philly dudes get down, but Will not that guy. He came from a decent middle class family, and then to top it all off, he had a scholarship to MIT. They don't get that shit to regular niggas. Especially not some hood ass dude that do something stupid. And I want to end it right here with this. You got to think about the fact that Will Smith, happy-go-lucky, always smiling, laughing. His wife taking him stuff, then you'll see him break down crying sometimes, and then talking about love and this, blah, blah, blah. You got to think about this. These white folks gonna be looking at it like, because you messing up for everybody else who's trying to do something, get in, get out, get the money, get back to their people and stuff like that. Because I didn't work with organizations before and stuff like that. We be around, you know what I'm saying, prestigious people with status, political figures and stuff like that in my past. These white folks gonna be looking at it like, if somebody like Will Smith would jump on a stage in front of millions of people and put his hands on somebody, I'm sure every rest of these niggas would do it. I'm sure they would. And it's so sad because it happened when Will Packer was over it, a black brother. I forgot about that. I didn't even know that Samuel L. Jackson won his first Oscar when this happened. But him being from Philly, come on, man. If he was a real street dude, he would have known. Even a real street dude would have known better than jump on stage in front of millions of people and TV cameras and international and do something like that because they know they're going to get messed up. And Will them been in the game for 30 years. You ain't going to sit there and tell me all of a sudden he forgot all his 30 years of training. And he was laughing at first. So now this is the image and he helped tarnish because I know these motherfuckers going to be looking like we thought we kept the thug niggas out. Come on, man. It's your boy JTL, opposite from the norm. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Holla at your boy. We're going to always keep it real over here, especially for my young brothers. Please heed to what the words I'm saying and what other brothers are saying. You see what Kevin Samuel said, and we got to start listening more and thinking more. Because anytime a woman will want you to throw your life away for a stupid-ass joke, you got the wrong woman.